Now please welcome CABE Board Immediate Past President, Francisca Sanchez, who will present the 2016 CABE Board Corazon Award.
Good morning, everyone. You know, sometimes there are people who come into your life, maybe not a central part of your life, but they're there, and they are just extraordinary. They change your life, they change your perspectives. And I am very pleased, on behalf of the CABE Board of Directors, to be able to share the CABE Corazon Award with longtime educator Charlene Fried. Many of you know of Charlene's work. She works with her students as if they were her own children. She wants the best for them, and she gives them the best of herself. She commits her entire soul and heart to making sure that her children, her students, her young people are able to achieve their rightful place in the world. She's been the Los Angeles County Teacher of the Year. She's been the CABE Teacher of the Year. She's been the NABE Teacher of the Year. She's won numerous awards. And she always has held CABE in a special place. She says, during those years of Proposition 227, when we fought so fervently for the rights of our students to study in their home languages, it was my relationship to CABE that gave me the strength and courage to continue the fight. I am so delighted to be able to honor, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of CABE, the Board of Directors, to honor Charlene Fried with the CABE Corazon Award.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Francisca. Thank you, Ramon, Carling. I'm not going to say all the names because it'll take 10 hours, but I really want to thank everyone at CABE, all of you, for everything you do. And it's really true because I know a lot of you probably weren't teaching during the UNS time, but sometimes I think we as teachers felt like we were lone pioneers out there fighting. And every time we would come to CABE, the corazon would reinforce us and re-empower us, and we would go on to continue the fight. And I think that I remained a classroom teacher. And I think, like Francisca said, sometimes I locked myself inside the doors of my classroom because sometimes I realized that that's where the most power could start. But it was always all these people, Shelley and everyone at CABE who in California tomorrow, all the people who work so hard, who continue to work so hard for our children. And I want to thank the people who are here from Baldwin Park, from Cal State University Los Angeles, and from Loyola Marymount University, where I work still today. As old as I am, I'm not ready to leave the classroom because I honestly and sincerely feel that the fight continues. And I want to thank my principal, Christine Simmons, because we had our first diversity day at Sierra Vista High School. And if you'll bear with me for 1 minute, I'd like you to try something. I want you to shout out as loudly as you can the number 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Everybody, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Turn to a partner, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, what are aluminum cans made of? No, aluminum. That's how long it takes to condition a child. That's how long it takes to condition a child to say your language is no good. You can't go to the restroom unless you ask me in English. Your language doesn't count. Your mother's language doesn't count. Your grandmother's language doesn't count. 10 seconds. And we have to remember that as we teach. And I'm going to take this opportunity right now to say one more thing really fast. I was teaching physics in Spanish before UNS. And a new student walked into the room. And I remember him standing at the door. And within minutes, he joined our very animated conversation. And I thought, wow, another wonderful, bright, articulate student. It took me 3 weeks to realize that he never went to school in Mexico, that he didn't read and write in Spanish. And I had the luxury and freedom then to be able to teach him to read and write in Spanish while he was also learning English. And I had the privilege of teaching him all the content area subjects in his own language. He graduated 3 years later because of his age, they put him in 10th grade, even though he had not been to school. He spent 3 years at a community college and 5 years at the university. And today, he teaches AP Spanish, Spanish to native speakers, and Spanish to other little güeritos out there. And last year, 100% of his students passed the AP Spanish exam. And this person is the person I always introduce to you as my son, Jose Luis Perez de la Paz. And as Charlene said, our students are our children. Jose had no home. He came here to find his father, knocked on the door. He was going to tell his father because the reason he never went to school is when his father left, he left 6 kids, and Jose was the oldest, 8 years old. He had to become the man of the family. He came here to drag his father home to take care of his mother and the kids. And guess what the father had? A new family. And so Jose came to live with an uncle and came to our school, but when it was time to go to college, the uncle said, I can't support you. So he came home to live with me and my family, and now he teaches. And I just honestly and sincerely want to tell you that every morning that I drive to school, his story gives me the hope and courage to continue on, because it makes me realize that no matter how our kids come to us, and right now I have extremely well-educated kids who just need to learn English. The girl you're going to hear speak tonight has been here less than 2 years. She put words like escalate in her essay because she knows escalando. And all of these things have to reinforce to all of us every single day. Like Charlene said, our students, our children, we don't have to take them all home. But if you want to, it's okay. But we have to love our students as our own children. We have to honor them. We have to protect them. We have to be careful not to condition them. We have to be careful not to give them worksheets and points and stars and say, good person, because we're dooming our kids to factory work and we don't even have factories anymore. And that's the truth. We have to teach our kids to be unconditioned. We have to teach our kids to think outside the box. And we have to teach our kids to be fighters just like we are, because they are the next generation. And the last thing I want to do one last time is, I can't express how CABE has shaped my life and all the people in it, because I really think this is the most wonderful organization in the world, because you've never given up the fight for our children who are our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlene. Congratulations. You are an inspiration to your students. You are an inspiration to your colleagues. And you are an inspiration to us all.